Hi there, sign of Aries. This is Kim here to do a next 48-hour reading for you guys. And I hope that you're doing really, really good today. I hope that your day is good. Thank you for showing up here. I do provide a channel for your spirit guides, your angels, your higher self, to get messages that are for your highest good, too. So this is for the collective of Aries. Aries, if your energy is here, tapping into your reading, then you're donating to it, especially hitting liking and subscribing would be nice too. That helps donate to the energy, truly, and I appreciate that. So let's get right into your reading with the Muse deck. It's the science. Da-na-na-na-na-na. The Hermit in reverse, number 9, is on the bottom, is the underlying issue here. This is kind of good. Ooh, this is really good, especially with that. Dang, Aries got the best reading. Shit. This is good. This is really good. Seriously? Wow. Wow. Oh, I'm here to change your perspective. I'm here to change your perspective, and that's the truth, because, oh my God, your reading is blowing me away. Wow. There's those times in life where it's a struggle sometimes to see the good, because it's so dark, but there's also those times where your light comes out and shines so freaking bright that you get a total shift in perspective. And you realize, oh my goodness, it was all working out for me. It all really makes sense. Oh wow, it's coming in so aware of that. Like a massive hit, a massive download. Could be very emotional time. Very emotional. You're getting what you want. Wow. Wow, okay. So I'm like blown away by the energy of this. So give me a second and I will actually get into your reading. Lots of sixes. Sixes usually represent to me the need to rebalance. And even the Hermit up there is like in the reverse. But this is about that journey. Some of you all are on different timelines, right? So some of you all are in the process of making the journey to go inside. Maybe you were one of those people that was, an essential worker, and you've never really had a time out to yourself. I mean, there's that. Everybody's talking about the wonderful time that they got in isolation to, it turned around and they got to know themselves. But so we have those people though that are really worn out right now and tired, and that might be a group that probably would benefit from this staying inside, and maybe something worked out that way so that you could spend some time with yourself. So the Queen of Cups is an amazing card. This is a card of really taking care of yourself. And maybe, I think that's the focus. I mean, it should be everybody's focus to make sure that you're trying to pamper yourself as much as you can. The more comfortable that you are, the more comfortable your energy is, and then that means the people around you are more comfortable too. So it is really important for you to do for others by taking care of yourself really well. Sorry, coffee. The Six of Inspiration tells me that it's not going to be hard at all. This is not going to be something you have to think about too much. It's something that's going to come to you as a download of like, oh my God, I do need to take better care. I do need to do this. Sometimes healing hurts. Not all the times, but sometimes it does. Especially when we're changing foods and exercising and stuff like that. That can feel more like it's a hurt than it is a gain. But the long run effects are really, really wonderful and amazing. And if you want to be in this new paradigm where everything is shifting towards people are taking better care of themselves, then it starts with you. What is that quote? Be the change you want to see in the world. Yeah, that is, it starts with you. Took me a really long time to realize that. So I don't hold anything against anybody that takes their time, because it's part of their plan to do so. The Three of Materials in reverse is the underlying card. This is the card that says, yes, take care of yourself. Yes, love yourself. Yes, get praise and recognition eventually for this. Can you recognize your own recognition? Can you recognize yourself? Three of Material in reverse says you don't have to do this alone. Even caring for yourself, you don't have to necessarily. You can get other people's advice or help with taking care of yourself. That's a good energy exchange. So the Six of Materials in the reverse for the past energy is areas, it's areas where things are not even. It's areas in our life where we've got one thing that we're consuming more of our time with than another. And therefore, something's getting kind of neglected, or it might have to do with charity, either giving to or getting, or feeling like you didn't get enough help here in the past. That can be a feeling to have to get through too. But noticing the lesson usually can make that go away too, that energy. The shift in perspective is you, and I like to see that because this is going for your highest good. It is magical and mysterious. The way that this is supposed to unravel for you, it's supposed to be like that. So you're supposed to wake up and say, oh my God, what a shock. I'm going to change everything. For who? Yourself. Because why? Because you're the star. You're the star that's encapsulated in this heavy body. And you need to shine your light at this time now more than ever. You get everything you wish for. Nine of Emotions. You get everything you wish for. And that's why it is really careful that we watch our thoughts. And in the sense, like, don't reciprocate a negative thought about yourself ever, ever, ever. Don't reciprocate one that you might be getting or receiving from somebody else. If it's a judgment, you think you're the one judging, you're not. So just take that out of your head and don't even feel bad for it, because it's probably not you. Don't claim that. Justice is in reverse for the future energy. So so what this is telling us is nothing bad. It's telling us that the scales have been off balance for quite some time. There's supposed to be more good in your life than there is heartache, suffering, and bad. And this is going to change all of that. This love for yourself brings about the balance. This love for yourself is allowing you to be open in more areas of your life to receive love by not accepting those hurtful judgments from other people. I can't stand this little fruit fly thing. Oh my gosh. I said I was going to kill it the next time I saw it because I don't like killing things, but I have eaten a lot more fruit lately and they come by. Sorry. I'm human. So the page of, yeah, okay, I'm going to go back to this in just a second because this is the best. This is like the icing on the cake because this is what you're bringing into fruition. Almost forgot to breathe with your reading. The Page of Voices in the reverse is there's some more information that will tell you how to do something a very innovative way that you need to stay open to. And as simple as it sounds, try focusing not on the problem so much and try focusing on the solution. And like I said, it exists. I think that's like a physics thing. If one thing exists, another thing always exists. They're entangled. The solution is always there. The Lover's energy too is here with this. Wow, this is saying that your connections, your number 6, your harmony, your love, and your connections, and these soulmate connections that are coming in too, not only could make you famous here with this star energy, but this is really being at a crossroads and you're about to receive some more information. It's almost like, to me, I'm getting the message that like when you walk into somebody or run into someone, especially if they're very talented, like they have a really special skill, you're going to end up getting some downloads from that person. So be on the lookout for really exciting, important people influencing you in your life, because I think there's something about that with this. You're either calling in soulmate energy, but you're calling in the crossroads. That means at this point on, it all changes. From this point on, it all changes. So the Ace of Emotions is what you're thinking about. This is what you're bringing about. Not only that star energy, which is beautiful. That's what you are. It's bringing a new beginning that has to do with letting go of those heavy scales that were more loaded down with negative than positive, and not claiming them for your own. Don't claim that thought. All right, so Aries, that's what I've got for you guys. Let's pull some fairy dust for you. The star. It's good. It was a really good reading, guys. It was a really, really good reading. You just really need to be open with that divine feminine. Being open to love is very, very important. And look at that. There's your spirit guides. There's your angels. There's the reason you're here at this moment looking at this, because they want you to keep going. The world at times is big and loud, but we'll make sure you're safe and sound. So that means you can jump right out into whatever you're doing. Just jump right out. And then rainbows. In our forest, no trees debate. They don't sit there and compare each other and say, my trunk's bigger than yours. No, they don't do that stuff. They don't compare bark. They just grow naturally, and they contrast, and they look beautiful. That's how nature is trying to model what it should be like here. You know, it should be like that. Everything should be allowed to grow the way it wants to grow. And that's beautiful. What a beautiful little message. Rainbows. In our forest, no trees debate. Rainbows stand with love, not hate. I love that. I love that for you guys. That's wonderful. That's really a beautiful thing. All of this love for yourself and others and others. It's something that inevitably you can't end up not doing, you know. All right, guys. Sending you light and love. I do appreciate you, and I appreciate you watching this channel. Sending you love and light, of course. Bye-bye.